We got another fan film. I'm kind of hyped. Kind of, but I'm also kind of on the fence. But I love doing these fan films, man. I love doing these, not doing the fan films themselves. I mean, one day, wishful thinking, but I love doing these fresh reactions, these commentaries to these fan films because these are the people that sometimes appreciate the source material and just the property in general. They appreciate it way more than these cash grab Hollywood execs, man, that just want to get a quick dollar off a household name. I respect it, man. One of the reasons I'm curious about this, first of all, this says 3 weeks ago on YouTube, but it just popped up on my newsfeed in iHorror like it was brand new or something like that. But it's fairly new to say the least. 3 weeks ago. Whatever, it's not 3 years ago. I mean, even if it was, I would still check it out. There is no time frame on what I do reaction videos to. I just try to keep it as, a material that's as fresh as possible. But while I watch a lot of Halloween fan films, man. I've done commentary reactions to some really decent Halloween stuff. And I try to catch like some Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan films. I did see one that is fucking amazing. I can't remember the name of it. If it comes to me, I'll talk about it at the end of this episode, this reaction, commentary, whatever you want to call it. But what I don't get around to enough are Nightmare on Elm Street fan films, and they are far and few in between. I did see one where it was basically this guy playing Freddy Krueger. He was basically doing his confession in the interrogation room. And that's actually pretty creepy. The guy that was playing Freddy looks dirty, looks grungy, looks creepy. But this one, people, the article pretty much hyped it up, man. And this is actually, this is called A Nightmare on Elm Street in Dreams. And it's a short film, and it's written by someone named Silvio Morota, and it's directed by someone named Christian Tomasini. And they have a production company called Anima Film Searle. I don't know if it's Searle or SRL. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing this, man. Y'all know I need to get my shit together when it comes to pronouncing some of these names. But I'm curious, man, because we don't know what's going to happen with A Nightmare on Elm Street. We know that people are pitching ideas to Wes Craven's family, the estate, and stuff like that. But we don't know when we're going to see Freddy on screen again. I'm almost absolutely sure that it's not going to be Robert Englund. However, Freddy is one of those characters, man. While I don't take him seriously anymore, I'm all for different types of ideas, different types of ideas from the fans, different people playing them, different points of views on what should be done with this character and this series, because that's one of the problems that the remake had for me, was that they finally had a budget. But what they did was they hired this first time director who was only familiar with music video direction. And they just didn't take advantage of the creativity at all, man. They didn't really bring anything new to the table except micronaps. And that was a really cheap type of cop out. It was okay. It was one of the only original things that they brought to it other than the backstory. But to say the least, I'm curious about this, man. So let me just stop talking my shit and let me jump right into this reaction / commentary / thoughts on this fan film, Nightmare on Elm Street in Dreams. This is only 6 minutes long, 6 minutes and 38 seconds. So we'll see if they, I'm all for it. That's a ballsy move. If you're going to make a short film that's under 10 minutes, you got to cram a lot of shit into there, man. A lot of creativity, a lot of thought into it. So I'm all for it, man. Let's give it a shot and see what it's hitting for. Let's hit this play button right here. I'm pretty sure we're going to have a YouTube ad that's 17 hours long. Oh, maybe not. In the abyss of soul, we are all someone's dream. It's a nice quote.
It's a really strange phenomenon that happens to almost 30% of adults at least once in their life. I have gathered the craziest examples of sleepwalking that will either make you laugh, cry, or perhaps save your life. My name is Danny Burke, and this is the top 10 of strange sleepwalking stories. Also, do not forget, we now have the Patreon, so you can check out what
If this is her hitting that light switch, I'm pretty sure Pico did not cut her shit off. The lights work, miss, whoever you are. Oh, she's sleepwalking probably. That was what the the guy on the radio was talking about was sleepwalking. Does anybody out there suffer from sleepwalking syndrome? I don't, but I would be fucking terrified if I did. This is starting off really quiet. That's why I was like kind of like talking at a low volume. And I have this volume up really loud. So hopefully no jump scares pop up or nothing like that. Any day now. Now, if she's going into a basement, I'm almost certain there's a boiler room down there. Pretty sure it's going to spring up. Not sure that's a boiler room, but it does look like somewhere you don't want to be. What we got here? See? No. Nope. Oh shit. That was a cool shot. Freddy just casually walking past like it was nothing. Oh shit. Whoever it is, you can't save her. It's time to go. Oh.
Why are you doing this to me?
It's not really you, Mum.
Oh, it's her mother. Oh shit. She is not your mother. Oh. What the fuck? Oh, wow. That's fire, though. Just a bunch of... Oh, shit.
Watch her, boy. And come to Freddy.
I'm digging the atmosphere and the visuals. Freddy's mouth is kind of stiff. Oh, shit.
I have to wake up.
They are really playing with the fact that, you know, the dream aspect. They are fucking around right now. But that shot where the mom just goes through the garage doors and then there are a bunch of Freddy gloves scratching all at once.
Those are scours talk to all.
I'm sick.
What is happening?
I have to wake up. You're not real.
What?
Cheyenne? Oh, honey.
Dad? Is it you?
What do you think?
I have to wake up.
Oh dear. Nice. Sparks on the wall from the... Oh shit. It's a nice little nod to the movies. She woke up, she had the claw marks on her. Well, she didn't wake up, but she has the claw marks on the back of her nightgown. Is it over? What? No more? Oh, I guess that's it. I'm actually gonna wait for the credits to roll. But yo, my only complaint here is this short is super short. But they took full advantage of the fact that this is a dream, man. And you know what? I'm not even gonna make that a complaint, because they did what they could in 6 minutes, and they set it up for something else. But my biggest complaint is probably Freddy's makeup. It looks more like one of those masks that you just throw on, but it's not the most terrible thing I've seen. Wait, is that it? Credits are over. Okay. Yeah, that wasn't bad at all, people. I'm gonna be completely honest. Like I said, my only gripe is it looks more like a mask as opposed to prosthetic makeup with Freddy. But they play around with a lot of a lot of atmospheric shit. They make it feel like a dream sequence. They play around with a lot of the visuals. This is something I wouldn't mind if they get the proper person to do Freddy's makeup on this. This is something I wouldn't mind seeing a full length feature, because they clearly get it, man. They get the idea of it. And not only that, it's like, listen, we've got 6 minutes and 38 seconds to pull this thing off. Let's let it rip. You know, that's one of the things about the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, was it's a very psychological movie. It's a very cerebral film. It's what sets it apart from your average slasher is the idea that Freddy is this dream demon, this entity that, you know, can kill you in your dreams, which means he can do whatever he wants. You are at his complete disposal when you fall asleep. And that's what made the original one and the actual idea of it scary. Even though I said Freddy's not scary to me, he's a joke, that's only because as the movies went on, he just became a stand-up comedian. But the idea of falling asleep, you know, you can't resist sleep. So the idea of falling asleep and this guy will come after you just relentlessly and come after you with everything he's got. That's one thing about Freddy. He's going to fuck around. He's going to clown around. He's not just a straightforward slasher. He's going to fuck with your head. You know, you see in this short, he's acting like the girl's mother. He's acting like the girl's father. And apparently, you know, the mom is on a hospital bed and she looks really fucking sick. So, you know, that's messed up, man. That is if that ain't cerebral, I don't know what is. But they did set this up for something else. I would love for them, you know what? I would love for them to pace themselves, actually, to get a really, really good response to something like this. And I would love for them to put these out in maybe 6 minute segments each. I would love to see more of this, man, from these people. And, you know, I can look past the fact that Freddy's makeup wasn't what I expected it to be. It wasn't as good as I expected it to be, but everything else overpowers that. And I know some people might be listening to it like, wait, well, if Freddy doesn't look right, then you fuck the movie up. It's kind of like if you mess up Jason's mask or you mess up Michael Myers' mask. It's like that takes away a large portion of what makes the movie great. You want your killer to have that iconic look, but the love and respect for the source material, for the character, and what Wes Craven set out to originally make this thing, I can appreciate that. I definitely can appreciate that. So, Silvio Moroder and Christian Tomasini, hopefully I'm saying those names right. Kudos to y'all, man. Bravo to y'all. And because this is, such a, you know, it relies a lot on visuals and the psychological aspect. Because of that aspect, I will definitely give this a solid 8 as far as a fan film goes for Nightmare on Elm Street, because a lot of the fan films for Nightmare on Elm Street suck, you know, with the exception of the one that I told y'all I saw with the guy who's doing the Fred Krueger's, you know, confession. That one's actually pretty good, but this one is actually a hell of a lot shorter. But they gave you what a Nightmare on Elm Street is supposed to be. They made it like a dream sequence. They made it feel surreal. They made it feel really uncomfortable, man. Like that's, you know, it starts off with the girl flickering the lights on and off, and you realize that she's sleepwalking, and that's some scary shit. And I think we've only had one character in the entire Freddy franchise who sleepwalks, and that was Philip from Dream Warriors. Because, you know, if anybody doesn't remember, Philip is the one who basically Freddy turned him into a puppet, and, you know, his tendons and shit are used as marionette strings. And, you know, it's good. That's a good nod to bring back the element of sleepwalking to something like a 6 minutes and 38 seconds horror short. So I definitely give this an 8, man. And I'm actually surprised that I'm giving it such a high rating because I could have easily took away a lot of this rating because, you know, Freddy's face was kind of stiff. And like I said, it looked more like a mask. But like I said, man, the idea and just the thought put into this is awesome, man. I definitely can respect it. Definitely can respect it. It's inspiring, man. I don't, like, me personally, I don't think I would tackle a property like Freddy. You know, humble beginnings. I would start off small with something like with way more simplicity like Halloween, but I applaud these people for tackling such a, it is a complicated property, man, because you can't just pop up and make a Nightmare on Elm Street short or a Nightmare on Elm Street film, man. That shit takes a lot of effort, and they pulled this off, man, for it to be such a short piece. So yeah, definitely kudos to y'all, man. I would definitely check this out if you guys are short film fans and fans of the Nightmare on Elm Street series. They did throw shade at the remake, the reboot in the article that actually brought me to this video. They said this is 6 minutes and 38 seconds or not. They said this is better than the remake, and I gotta agree. I'm sorry. I agree, because the remake was just such a disappointment with what they could have done. And it's crazy. This is a testament to true horror fans, man. They are the ones that Hollywood needs to hire for these motherfucking movies, man, that people love near and dear to their hearts. These are the people that they need for the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, the reboots, the sequels. These are the people they need for the Halloween movies, the Jason movies, because a lot of these fan films, man, are better than some of the sequels in these franchises, man. And that's just my honest opinion. You know, nobody has to agree with it, man. If y'all want more honest opinions, unpopular opinions, or just, you know, opinions in general, y'all know where to go to. And if y'all don't, which y'all should, y'all can follow me on Anchor, Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Overcast, Podcast Breaker, and Radio Public. Big shout out to Anchor. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram, Romero Tudor. Follow the Facebook movie group, The Cinemaniacs. Shout out to the Tudor reviewers, the listeners, the lovers, man. Still climbing for the 9 mark. No, not 9 spins, not 9 listens. I'm actually doing a lot better than that, believe it or not. The 900 mark, man. I hit the Ocho because of y'all. I'm shooting for the 900, man. It's not going to stop anytime soon, but definitely got to send a shout out to the listeners, man. Y'all keep this thing afloat, like I always say. So I show the love and support right back to y'all. So with that being said, people, yours truly, Romero Tudor, another episode of Tudor Reviews in the can. I'll check y'all on the next one.